Hey everyone, yo, how you doing? Hello, Acid, Patrick, Shoki. Hey Ilya, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Luke? Hey, you changed your name again, Ilya. Hey, there's that. Hello, Terry. Donald Trump ice cream. What's up, brother? Hello, Alex, Terry, Tocayo. Hello, Luis, how you doing? All right, guys. Let's give it a minute. Let's give it 1 second. Hello, Peters. Hello, Lilia. Just let me just give it a second, and I'll kick off this thing. All right. So, you can see my screen. You can listen to me well. Hello, Oliver. Howdy, you all. I've been a few years here in Texas, and I still find it funny when like when people say like howdy Jill. Hello Declan, welcome to 2026. Hello Francine, Oliver. All right, everything good. All right. So uh welcome again to the first week of 2026. Welcome again to the trade review of this new year. And well, what I want to talk about today, it's about building your real edge. That's something I've been discussing all the morning with different people, especially with two friends, um, and that's something that I just want to take 5 minutes from your time. Please, if you are not interested on how to build your edge, don't worry. Just go take a glass of water or something, and come back in 5 minutes. I promise I'm not taking more than that. All right? Okay. Okay. So, guys, we have spent months back testing, journaling, forward testing on paper, and that has been gold. All right, that has been gold. That's great. Back testing shows you the structure, right? How price behaves around your setup, where it fails, what conditions make it scream A plus, right? On the other hand, forward testing trains the real skill, all right? Executing under light pressure, managing emotion when the market is moving. But here's the truth for 2026. All right. Your edge is not in knowing a lot of setups. Your edge is in knowing your setup so well that you become ruthless about waiting for it. All right. So, guys, stop trying to kill a mosquito with a shotgun. That's what most traders do. Firing at every twitch, every little move, hoping something hits. What happened then? You end up with noise, emotion, revenge trades, and most important, burn confidence. All right? The professional traders, they don't do that. They wait, they sit, they pass 8, 9 out of 10 things that look okay, right? Because when the real A plus setup shows up, clean retest, higher time frame alignment, volume clue, no overhead resistance, they know it's coming and they punch with conviction. All right. So this year, I have a challenge for you. All right. Let's shift the focus. All right. Journal every trade brutally honest. All right. Did this meet my exact playbook rules? Yes or no? The raw truth. Then track your data, track your setups in TradeZella or whatever, right? Only count the ones that were truly A plus, all right? And then build the muscle of patience by celebrating the days you passed bad trades as much as the days you took the good ones. All right, guys, your edge is not more trades, it's fewer but better trades, the ones your journal proves work for you. All right, so show up selective, wait for the setup that fits your edge like a glove, then execute with calm, consistent size, fixed dollar risk, and that's how we turn good months into legendary years. All right, so I'm all in with you. Let's make 2026 the year we finally stop chasing and start owning. All right, so thank you guys. 5 minutes are over. I love you. That's why I'm really concerned. I'm really all in with you. So now let's dive into today's trade review. All right. Um, well, give me 1 second here. All right. I love you all. Yeah. All right, guys. Okay, so what happened today? What happened today? If you have been paying attention to the daily charts, the weekly plan, guys, today was only level to level price action. It was only rejection where we said they will be reacting. I mean, we are not guessing, right? I mean, we are not on the guessing business. We are on the reacting business. But we need to try to understand where the price should be reacting. I mean, market owes you nothing, right? I mean, it doesn't need to react or whatever, right? But you are paying attention. You understand where sellers and buyers are sitting, where they want to, to take a fight, and well, you just take advantage of whatever they win. So uh I had a lot of people today like, Neto, you are a bear. Guys, I can't say this enough. I'm not a bear on the market, for real. I mean, I do have most of my wealth, most of my funds, most of my assets on the stock market. So guys, believe me when I tell you, I'm not a bear on the market. However, my edge, it's on taking advantage of these natural textbook pullbacks, right? So I'm just taking advantage of the system. I'm taking advantage of the market structure shift. All right. So, all right. So what happened today? We were talking about 687, 688, 689, and 690. So if you have been around for the past months, remember that we talk about whole numbers and half numbers, how important they are, especially on SPY and QQQ. So today or this week or the previous weeks, actually, I think it has been a month, we have been between this 680 and 690 range. But every single whole number, strike number has been working nice for reactions. So today, what we were expecting? Well, we were expecting if we reclaim 687, we will try to have the break retest kaboom. What is the break retest kaboom? It's just taking calls, right? It's just taking calls. But if we broke 687 or 686 to the downside, we will be super bearish on the market. Again, it doesn't mean that if we open to the upside, I mean, we just, I don't know, like, we just forget about taking puts. No, I mean, we have several key levels. We have a few whole numbers, strike numbers to the upside that you need to be looking, right? You need to be looking. So for example, today, well, if you guys don't know, these are the charts that I share every morning. So just let's take a look to SPY. So we have been saying about 689 and 690 4 weeks. All right, 4 weeks. So this is not recent news. So what happened here? Well, Look at this nice rejection, 690.50. All right. Well, it's not the whole number. Well, it's the half number, right? We told you half numbers, whole numbers, strike numbers, everything is relevant right now. So why? Because we are so close to the all-time highs. We are so close to all-time highs. I think 690, yeah, 691.66. It's all-time highs. Look at this. We are less than $1 away from all-time highs. Does that mean that you don't have puts opportunities? Of course not. All right. So for example, today, what I was watching here. Okay, what I was watching here. Well, first, I missed this opportunity. For being honest, I totally missed this opportunity. It was looking so good. But yeah, I mean, I just missed it. And what I really like was this area here. This area here was looking super nice. So we actually broke at the opening. We came back, retested the opening price, and the opening price was this area here, right? This area here. And if you go back to yesterday's price action, look at this. This is exactly your demand zone, all right? This is exactly your demand zone. So you open, came back, retest, and look at the price action right here. Look at the price action right here. It's so nice. Look at this huge long wicks to the downside. And then the way we reclaim pre-market highs, and this bounce out of 688 whole number, strike number, was just super easy. So guys, if you took calls right here, let me tell you something. It was the obvious play. It was the obvious play. For being honest, I just missed it because I was distracted. So, but yeah, I mean, if you took calls here, that was a super nice play. Then look at this. You reclaimed previous day high, broke displacement, came back for a nice retest, and look at this candle wick. Buyers defending previous day high, and you had your second chance for a nice move. All right, you had your second chance for a nice move. You can be aiming to this 690.50. That's a key level on the 15-minute chart. What is this key level coming from? Oh, look at this. It's coming from Friday, December the 26th. It was a support turned into resistance area. So relevant key level right here, right? So if you took this opportunity here on previous day high, you should be aiming at least to 690.51, and it never hit 691. No, it never hit, but I mean, guys, close enough. 690.85, that's close enough for me. So those were the two nice long opportunities that I was watching here. If you ask me for these pullbacks right here, I don't think they are this good, just because we are 3 points away from the opening, right? 687, we are right here, 690, we are 3 points away. And for being honest, right here, it was looking like it was running out of fuel. So yeah, I don't think this was super nice. After this rejection right here, 690.50, I needed more conviction than just these moves here. So right here, anyone took calls on the pre-market high or the reclaim of previous day high? Let me take a look here. Chandra Sekaran, this 5-minute savers. Guys, I'm really, like, I'm investing my time and trying to take some time from your session, sharing important stuff. I mean, this is something from the bottom of my heart, because I want you to succeed. I want you to be better. I don't want you to be frustrated or something because something is not working on your trading. So that's why I'm sharing all this. Neto, looking at your chart, I'm so happy I saw the same as you with the first put trade. All right. Francine, I did not take the trade 1039 short because price did not form a lower high. Am I being too picky? Well, I don't know. I mean, what does your playbook say, Francine? It's not about being picky or not. It's what do your playbook say? Um, 1 minute order blocks are so useful. They are. I don't like them so much for my trading, but yeah, they are super useful for some people. In the pre-market, you said you were looking for a rejection of 689. I was looking at that first short, but didn't take it because it was above 689. Where decline? 689, somewhere like here. Oh, okay, this one. Okay. I went in on the 953 candle. 953 candle. That was a perfect entry. Congratulations there, Chris. 690 calls. 690. That was perfect. That's remember that's what I usually do. I mean, if for example right here, you took this one here, so you were taking it was 689.50. So if I'm taking calls, I'm taking the next strike 690 calls, or if I'm taking puts right here, I'm taking right here, I will be taking 688, right? So for example here it was 690 here, 690 here, so I took 689 puts. All right, so I'm always taking the next strike. Reclaim previous day high. Kumar, I took that previous day high, break and retest. Previous day high, break and retest. That was perfect, Kumar. Austin, previous day high. Great. Tasnim, I took, but those weak candles hit my 20% stop loss. Where Tasnim? Ryan, I took the short at 10:45. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna talk about shorts. Stephanie, do you feel previous day high, previous day low are the strongest level to watch for break and retest setups? Those are the ones that I like the most when I'm taking trades on the tech names. Do they work? They usually work. That those are the most liquid key levels. Like the previous day high and low, or the previous days high and low. I think they are the most liquid key levels. So I like them a lot. I think, for example, I think the most bullish in my playbook or in my history, my best performance setup taking calls was the break and retest of the previous day high. And what about the break and retest of previous day low? Well, it worked nice, but I do have other setups that work better than that. But it also works nice. Right? Acid, I took the 1033 candle. Okay. Chris, previous day high, break and retest. Good. Jason took calls on QQQ. Give me 1 second. I'm going to QQQ. Shoki took SPY puts. Francine. My playbook says it needs to form a lower high. Well, if you didn't get it and you skip it, that's a win on my books, Francine. Terry, do you take? Yeah, I always take same day expiration. Ilya, I took calls too early. 937 candle. 937 candle here. Okay, that's That's a retest of pre-market high. Yeah, but there's no enough reaction right here, Ilya. So I mean, I understand what you tried to do. You were stopped right here, right? Kumar, Neto, do you think 1039? Give me 1 second. I saw uncharted the 954 candle, 954 candle. Here, that was a good entry. Hesitated. Well, that's the thing. When you're taking calls and you are so close to high of the day, that's why I always hesitated taking calls. Oliver, I'm happy I was able to read and take the 4 trade short you have on your chart. All right. Okay, guys. So, okay, we are done with calls. Let's take a look what we were looking for puts, right? So, what was the level of reference here? Okay. So, this was this pivot low, this support area was the key level we were watching, right? So, if we were watching something like this, we watch this break right here of this support area. It's, I know, guys, this is not the displacement that we are used to take. Maybe this candle here, that will be the perfect entry, right? This will be the perfect entry. Nice displacement, retest, reaction, coming back. But I'm not gonna lie, I took this candle here because I was watching 1, 2, 3 rejections. This candle was showing some weakness here. So I took my entry right here. What I was doing here, I took my first partials on the break of previous day high. I took half my position somewhere around here, the previous week high, and then I was just writing. So my last contracts, 207%. 207% were somewhere around here, close to 688. Close to 688. So right here, I was talking to, I'm not sure if, Kevin, are you here? No, it's he's not here. He's not here yet. All right. So I was talking to Kevin and about like, what is your last target? What is your last target? And I was like, brother, I'm just watching market structure. For being honest, my last target was 688 or maybe 687.40. But that was kind of, like far away. So I was just looking market structure. So I was taking majority of my runners here and I closed my position on this candle here because I was feeling that was, oh no, on this candle here. I was feeling this was the market structure shift, and it actually was, right? It actually was. So I see that you guys took a lot of this trade. 1039. Let me see. 1039. Well, that was my entry. That was my entry. That was a nice entry. Neto, since you were initially looking for a rejection of 689, once price broke above, were you looking for a rejection off of the? Yeah, I mean, remember when we talk about key levels, we are not talking about a line, right? I mean, we are talking about zone. So in an asset that the cost is $690, like 50 cents, 50 cents is not too much, right? 50 cents is not too much. So for me, this 690, 50, 690, 691, I mean, for me, $1, it's like a very, 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 very similar thing, right? So Lucas, what is your average sizing for calls and shorts? Well, I mean, why you want to know that? I think it's not relevant. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm usually between $5,000 and $10,000. But I mean, don't let these guide you somewhere. You need to be comfortable with your size, whatever your account size is. And I mean, I'm not saying that, yeah, no money. Well, no, I actually, let me tell you something. I'm very consistent with the dollar amount of my trades. I don't care if I'm taking, look, for example, today my contracts were 39 cents and they usually are around the $1. So what happened today? I had to buy more contracts. Why? Because I need, there are a few benefits. And Lucas, if I think that's a great question. And if you guys let me, I can talk about this more tomorrow, because I think being consistent on your dollar amount trade size is critical for your performance and for your psychology. All right. So there's people that, okay, well, I'm taking 20 contracts all the time. Well, if you were taking 20 contracts today, it was like $800, right? But if you were taking 20 contracts on Tesla, maybe, I mean, they were like $6, I think. All right. So do you see the difference? So that's why I don't like to be uh, consistent on quantity or of contracts. My strategy is more on a fixed dollar amount, right? And again, if you remember me, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow, Lucas. I think this is a very important topic, and I can take 5 minutes from tomorrow's session to this. All right. All right. Thank you, Lucas. Declan. So if I'm looking for price to reject a level to go short and it breaks above, should I just wait for price to hit the next level before looking for shorts? I think you should. I think you should. I mean, for example, right here, it broke 690. It broke 690, and I was waiting for, like the next. As you can see here, 690 right here. As you can see here, it was actually kind of, like the support to resistance turned into support right here, right? 690, then it turned 690.05 right here. All right. So what I was waiting here, well, I was waiting for the break of this 690, but I will be personally waiting to sweep this liquidity here on the next key level of the 15-minute chart. That's actually an advanced question. Thank you, Declan, but that you are right. I mean, once it broke my 690 key level, I was waiting for price to take liquidity on the upside and then come back, break this support, turn it into resistance for another drop. But now I'm comfortable because all the liquidity upside was taken, right? So yeah, so now once it was taken here, now that it was taken here, price was hunting for liquidity to keep going, right? So is the liquidity right here 680 689.70? Well, look at these reactions. There were some liquidity, but not enough to take it higher again. So what is price doing? Well, it's looking for the next liquidity pools, right? It's looking for the next liquidity pool. So yeah, so Declan, that's actually an excellent question, right? So yes, I like price to take liquidity on the upside before breaking and retesting this support turn into resistance area. That's actually a nice way to see it. And I think this is the very first time someone asked something like this. That's a great question, Declan. Thank you very much, guys. So did you get this? So I was expecting rejection on 690. All right. So price broke 690. So what I'm waiting here, okay, if there's not a strong rejection, like we didn't have, like we didn't have, what I'm waiting now, well, I'm waiting price to swipe the next liquidity pool, all right, so it can come back, break my key levels, retest, and keep dropping on the hunt for more liquidity. All right. So yeah, I think, yeah, I think that was a nice question. Thank you very much. All right. So again, what happened here? What happened here? Again, this was a huge liquidity key level, previous week high. So once we broke here, look at this bear flag. We came back, retested, and kept dropping all the way to 688.50, 688, right? So once we took this liquidity here, it just, look at this, it's going to 690. And what's happening on 690? It's rejecting again. It's rejecting again. So are we gonna have all-time highs today? I don't know. What time is it? 1:30 Eastern? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Um, Neto, where did you take the first profit on this trade? Right here on the break of previous day high. Neto is 10:33, 10:34 candle, 10:33, 10:34. These are, I think these are more like breakout trades. That will qualify as a breakout trade instead of a break and retest. On that first short, were you out the majority of your position around 689.20? 689.20? No. Well, actually, yes. When we broke 689.20, I took majority of my position around here, like 3/4 my position. I took 1/4 my position right here, previous day high. I took half my position. I mean, 2 more quarters of my position on this candle here around 688.70, and then I took more here on the break of the 5 minute and the 1 minute opening range high, and then I closed my position here on this candle on 11:12. All right. When you trade, you look at the SPY 1 minute chart on TradingView with your level line or two charts open. I'm just looking this chart on the 1 minute and this chart on the 15 minute or sometimes in the 1 hour. It's just, but I take my entries and I manage my position on the 1 minute, but I'm looking to my key levels on the 15 minute and the 1 hour chart. All right, let's go to QQQ. Very similar in QQQ, the reclaim of the pre-market high, the reclaim, or well, this is not a reclaim. I mean, we broke previous day high, and then we broke high of the day, came back, retested. So this is the break and retest of high of the day, right? This is the break and retest of high of the day, or this order block right here. So two different opportunities here. And to the downside, it was very similar, right? I mean, on SPY, we took this one here, 1039, right? Yeah, 1039. 1039. You know what, guys? I think that was also a good entry here. I wasn't watching that. For being honest, can you see how QQQ sometimes looks cleaner on the market structure? I think this will be a nice opportunity somewhere around here. This was a nice entry, right? This was a nice entry. I just missed it. All right. So who asked for QQQ LTL? YouTube QQQ shorts 1052. 1052 here. That was a nice trade. Look at this. This is the break, displacement retest of this area here, this pivot slow. That was a nice trade. Congratulations, LTL. Who else asked for QQQ? Jason. YouTube calls 949. 949. All right. What were you looking here, Jason? Were you following SPY or something? Jason, reclaim with strong price action. Yeah, that was a nice trade. That was a nice trade. All right, someone else asked about QQQ. I think we are done with QQQ, right? Yeah, actually QQQ looks like very similar to SPY, so I think it's just the same reasoning. But look at this. I mean, it's way clearer and cleaner, the price action to the downside on QQQ than SPY. For being honest, I just focus on SPY since a few months ago, so I'm not watching QQQ anymore. But if you are looking both, look at this looks good. This looks good. How is that first short not considered to just be in a range? Okay. Look at this. QQQ here. I didn't look at this. I didn't added this to here because I just felt like it was too close to this daily gap and too close to these other two boxes. But oh, give me 1 second. Something like that. All right. Is it 621? Okay. Look at this. It tried to reclaim this area here. This 621. Look at it. This 621, 621.60, right? So once it rejected right here, 622.50, 622.50, it came back. I like this to 1, 2, 3, 4 tries to reclaim and like hold, but it's looking like rejecting only, right? It's looking like rejecting only. So my expectation here, it's gonna take back this area here and looking for liquidity to the downside. Again, I didn't set this box here because it was too close to this daily gap and the previous week high, but that was kind of the that was kind of the idea here. Again, I'm not paying too much attention to QQQ. That's why I don't have as many key levels as I do in SPY, but that was very much the idea, Declan. All right, so guys, are you ready for some tech names? I think we have a few questions about Tesla today. But first, what's going on with AMD? So AMD, look at this. AMD took this daily gap. Is this? Yes, this is AMD. All right, AMD took this daily gap. This is the gap made between December the 31st and January the 2nd. So we gap up, went all the way to 234. Wow. And it just came back. So what was going on here? So I really like this break, displacement and retest right here. Why? Because look at this. These are not small candles. These are every small line here, it's 50 cents on the dollar, right? So look at this. It actually had $1.50 displacement, came back, retested this daily gap. And the one thing here, it's if you took a position something like this, if you took a position something like this, you were stop out like right here, right? You were stop out right here. This was, look at it. This was at least a 1 to 2 risk reward. For being honest, I will be trying to get this daily key level. So you are here. Look at this. You are here. If you were paying attention to price action, maybe you re-entered, right? Maybe you re-enter because you never reclaim the daily gap. So yeah, maybe you re-enter here, and wow, this was an amazing trade. This was an amazing trade. In my playbook, this will be something like the 84% rule. In my playbook, why? Because or look at this, or maybe here, because it's right there. It's right there. It's doing the same thing. I really like this price action. It just fed with all the liquidity and pending orders on this daily gap, and then kept dropping and dropping hard. So I really like this trade. Anyone took AMD here, guys? 84% rule, yes. Okay. I think that was the only nice opportunity here. Let's go to Amazon. What's going on with Amazon? Do you guys know what's going on? It has been super strong. I'm not sure what's going on with Amazon, but yeah. So right here, this was a very classic break and retest, 5-minute opening range above previous day high. You can see here, but this 234. How can I do? Well, this yellow line, that's the previous day high. So I really like this break and retest of the 5-minute opening range. Give me 1 second. 5-minute opening range, order block here. So break, displacement, retest, and continuation to the upside. What happened here? Well, this is another break, displacement, and retest of this order block. So as you can see here, let me show you this. Neto, why would you take a trade right here? I mean, why you took a trade right here instead of, like something like here? Well, it's because look at this. You are having this this market structure to the downside. So I know you need something else. Oh, sorry. So that's why I will take my position here on this candle. Why? Because this is actually looking like it's gonna break this market, this little market structure to the downside, right? This was showing something like this. So if this candle here came back, I will understand everything, right? But it didn't. So this was actually breaking. This candle here was actually breaking the market structure to the downside. So that's why I would like this candle here with a lot of strength, right? To take the position here. Where will you be aiming? To 38.50. All right. So $2 on Amazon. I think that was good. Gavi, Hood. I don't have any key levels on Hood, but give me 1 second and I'll try. Ele, when you look at a level rejection, how many retests you wait for until you take? I don't take the rejections, guys. I think I thought that was clear. If you go watch the October 15 video, that's where I explained the break retest boom. I'm not taking the rejections. I'm taking the market structure shift. Right? It's different. It's different. It might look like something similar, but it's different. I'm because right here, I mean this is the rejection, right? This is the rejection, and I'm not taking a position right here. I'm waiting for the actual market structure shift for taking a position. So it's a bit different. It's a bit different, really. So it's not about how many retests on a key level. It's about the market structure shift. All right. Um, yeah, I think my best recommendation right now will be go watch the October 15 video. Play it in 2x. I know I speak slow because English is a second language, but just play it on 2x, and you will get the idea. You will get the idea. It doesn't take the whole video. I think it's only like the first 20 minutes or something like that. Not yet. It's like the ball drop in New Year's Eve. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's see if it take it. Let's go to the 1 minute. It's almost there. It's almost there. Oh, you know what? It took it right here on this candle. All right, guys. New all-time highs in SPY. What else do you want? I told you I'm not a bear. Acid rain. Yeah, I just broke it like for a thin hair, right? I think it's just a thin hair. Come on, guys. Give me a good push just to brag that we witness. Look at that. It's it's trying. There it is. New all-time highs. New all-time highs. 691.68. Look at that. All right. Broke it by a penny. Well, now it's 2 pennies. Neto, should we take a short? Where? When? Yeah. All right. ES and SPX haven't reached all-time highs yet. All right. 692. Let's see. Let's see if we can take it. That was fun to see. That was fun to watch. All right, guys. So, okay, well, that was Amazon. What about Nvidia? This is something that I like. All right. I received a few messages about Nvidia this morning. Neto, I'm looking the break retest boom on Nvidia. And guys, I think it was. I think it was. So we failed to create new highs right here. Came back to the 5 minute opening range. We tried again. Market the structure right here is to the downside. Market the structure right here is to the downside. So you broke again, came back, retested this pivot low area, this 191.50 area, and then drop. All right. So I think this is sort of a break retest boom. Probably not like the textbook break retest boom. Why? Because we had this. I mean, this is a lower high. This is a lower high. But I don't know. Like the break retest boom is when we use this support area turn into resistance, just like here. right? It was just turned into resistance. We had this trend line at the 1 minute, just something to notice. And this was even clearer, right? This was even clearer. So here, right here, what happened here? This was the break and retest of this area here, this pivot low here that happened to be pre-market high, right? Look at this, pre-market high, 190.72. So we broke this line here, came back, retested, and kept dropping. And look at this. My first target here will be low of the day, of course. But once you break low of the day, look at the reaction right here at low of the day. I mean, you had some reaction on this candle, but then look at this. Look how weak this was looking. So once you break low of the day, yes, sir, your next key level it's previous day close or pre-market low. That they were very close uh, from each other, right? Anyone took Nvidia trades today? Dustin, does this mean tomorrow will be choppy? Uh, Brother, there's no certainty on market, right? I mean, it could be like super clean tomorrow. We don't know. All right. This is a controversial. This is a controversial. This is a very controversial trade. This is the trade that they took on the Scarface community. So basically, it was the break, displacement, and retest of the 5 minute opening range. But for some reason, they closed their trade right here on this candle here. Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something here. Not sure if this makes sense to you, but yes, this was the 5 minute opening range low. But look at this. I mean, I think you needed to give it more room here because you had this order block here. You had this order block here. If you waited 10 seconds, you will watch this strong candle to the downside. It actually went all the way to the previous week low, 435.30. Oh, sorry, 435.30. And yes, it came back again to the 5 minute opening range low. Probably you close your position somewhere around here, right? After taking this drop, right? After taking this drop. But if you are super technical, I mean, this never touches your stop loss. All right. So you might be on this trade still, but what I didn't like here is that look at this. Now you were having market structure to the upside. Where does it changes? Well, I think somewhere around here, right? It's just keep dropping. So this is the market structure shift, right? This is the market structure shift. This will be something like the break retest boom. Why? Because we use this support turn into resistance area and then the drop. And look at this. This was a very nice trade. Again, I understand. Again, I understand that a lot of people in the community, they were just they were scared because of this candle here, and it all depends of your first entry, right? I mean, if you were waiting for this candle to close somewhere around here, or if you were taking this candle here, maybe this was just a small percentage negative, right? So well, I don't know. I didn't take this trade, but I just received a few questions about it. Gabi, in Tesla, I will have entered on the 939 candle to look for a 122 939 candle here. Why? It will be like a breakout. Aniket, I took Tesla 1057 candle. Is it 1057 here. Look at this. This is the break, displacement, retest of low of the day, and the rejection of previous week low. That was a great trade. That was a great trade. Something like, maybe something like this. Look at this. That was a great trade. Congratulations there, Aniket. Um, with option trading, how do you change your bias so rapidly? Well, my friend, in options, you wanna be right or right out, right? So there's no much time. There's no much time to marry a bias. So I mean that's something that I learned from the very first community I belonged, the Greystone community. And if in options you want to be right or right out. So if your idea is not playing out, just close your position and wait for the next trade. Um, Neto, which is better to trade, QQQ or SPY? I think both are great. My edge, it's on SPY, but I know a lot of people that they only trade QQQ. Gabi, immediate retest. Gabi, I've been watching your trade reviews, the ones that you share on Traders Lab. I think, and don't take it wrong, it's a it's a friendly feedback. I think you are taking too much breakouts. I think you are taking too much breakouts. That's why when it doesn't work out, you are taking hits, like strong hits. I will be try to be more patient and wait for the actual retest. The one thing that I like the most about the break and retest strategy, it's that it gives you the opportunity to measure your risk, and to understand your risk before taking a position, right? So when you start looking at your trades with your risk first and then your potential reward, everything changes, right? So that's why I move from taking breakouts to the break and retest strategy, right? But that's me, Gabi. I mean, that worked for me. I'm not saying that is gonna work for you. If you already have, if you already found an edge, if you already built an edge around taking breakouts, that's great. I just think based on what I've seen in your trade feedbacks is that you are taking too much breakout and you don't know what to do when it doesn't work out. That's friendly feedback. I swear that this is not criticism. It's because I care, right? Um, and guys, that's it. That's it. Uh, Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for watching the all-time highs in SPY, the countdown, all-time highs on SPY. So it was fun. Let's do it tomorrow. So what did we say we are gonna talk tomorrow? Let me prepare something for you. The trade size. All right, consistent trade size. Let me prepare something for you tomorrow. I swear I'm not gonna take more than 5 minutes from your time. But I would like to be more intentional on these sessions, sharing some more than just charts, and you can actually take away some wisdom nuggets. All right. So, my friends, thank you very much. Let's make this 2026 the best year ever. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.